What's up, guys? My name's Noah. Welcome to the Dub Club. This is my channel where I do bug stuff. I've got a really sick Baja, and we just picked up, in today's video, we just picked up this 1967 Beetle that is in survivor shape, to be honest. We discover what I believe to be the last year that it was on the road. We brought it home, and we're gonna go through it, and I'll just show you guys around the car. So hang around, watch the video, enjoy it, and leave me some comments with any suggestions, any thoughts that you have. If you've got some questions, my goal is to help you guys learn about this car and this process throughout this video series, as well as learn myself. I've never had a full-body bug before. I've never had a 67 before, and this is the famed one-year-only car. So I would like to keep it kind of original, I think, because like I said, this is definitely a survivor. It's been sitting for some time. I think we'll figure that out in the video, and I think you guys will appreciate it. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into the beginning, where me and the previous owner are going over the car and me purchasing it, to getting it home and checking it out and showing you guys what we got. So without any further ado, enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys later. So I stopped in to see if Vince needed any help working on the car, and he asked me if I wanted to buy it. When I asked him how much he wanted, the offer was so great that I really couldn't refuse buying the car. So I gave him some money, and we go pick it up a couple days later. So the car was not very happy with being towed with the front end like it is, so this is absolutely terrifying, I'm not even gonna lie. But look at us. We're going down the road in the 67. Look at that, our speedo cable doesn't work. I wonder why. We'll have to fix that. Get into Volkswagens, they said. Maybe we won't get pulled over. This is funny, man. This is funny. What's up, dudes? Oh, this is fun. Every bug story starts with having to drag it in a sketchy way. It always is like this, so this is the beginning. Remember, this is the beginning of this car. Oh, this is exciting. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, dude, this is hilarious and fun. Vroom, vroom. I'd say that's gonna need a throttle cable. Ah! This thing is riding like a three-wheeled wagon. Why is it that a bug makes me smile like this? Thing isn't even driving. I'm not even actually driving, and it's hilarious. All right, so welcome to the garage, to the new 67. We've got the Baja over there, and we're just filming on the phone for right now. I wanted to kind of walk you guys around the car, show you what we got here. Brand new tires already on the car, so we can roll it around and do our thing there. It's a little rusty here and there. A little rusty here and there. I need to go grab a different set of windows with some rubber. I'll probably just put standard windows in for now and then do pop-outs later, just to get it kind of moving and sealed nice. But we've got some nice opening doors. We've got fresh floors all around. Very nice. We got our seats in here, steering wheel, all that good stuff. I mean, it really isn't that bad. We got a brand new wiring harness right here that we're going to install, which will be nice to get done. Gonna need an ignition switch because it doesn't seem like we have a key or a working ignition. So got whatever that is. I think those were seat covers of some sort. That's great. The back there is a little rusty. I'll have to show you guys that after I get all this crap out. Want to clean our speedo up. That might be a project for today. Clean up the speedo, reset it to 0. But I mean, she is not even bad, my friends. Not even bad. If we open up the hood, you can see our hinges work perfectly. We've got probably a super rusty fuel tank. We'll have to look down in there and find out. That gauge might even work for the fuel gauge. You can see the cinders right there. Looks like there's actually a glove box in here. That's nice. We've got our relays and everything in here. I don't know what that is. We'll have to figure that out. Whatever that just is that fell. Relays that look janky and crappy. We're gonna have to look up how to wire this thing properly with the new wiring harness. But I think running the wiring harness first is probably a good idea. This headlight stayed in. This one did not and kind of fell out on the way here, but I'd like to do the Porsche style bumpers or fenders, excuse me. I've got some T-bars to put on here. This side, as you can see, doesn't have a spot for the bumper to connect. And that does look a little crooked. I mean, it's not perfect. I kind of expected to come in here and replace this front apron due to the rust, but you know, it is bad. Like, that's rusted out, but it's not that bad. Kind of just level of character at this point. That could be kept. This whole thing could be kept, and we could pull that back in and get our headlights fixed up here, and we'd be making some good progress. You even got the original tire iron in here that we can clean up and make look nice. We've got a reservoir of brake fluid that seems like it's actually got fluid in there. The brakes weren't working, so that's going to be something we need to take care of pretty pronto if we're going to drive this thing around. So what I think I'm going to do first, even though it has wiring in here, I kind of would just like to start from the beginning and rewire the entire car since I have the harness. The previous owner mentioned that someone told them that they should really rewire this thing because they were concerned about it catching on fire with the bad wiring. I don't know what I think about that because this wiring doesn't look terrible. But like, as you can see, there's stuff disconnected. That's a little chewed up. I don't know anything about any of this, and I'm not really interested in catching on fire. Look at that. We even got a Speedo cable. It's just not hooked up. So the Speedo might actually work. I don't know. We'll have to find out. So I think I'm gonna start by taking the Speedo out and restoring it, because why not? And go from there. I don't think I'm gonna start the rewiring process today. But you can see we've got a fuse panel that looks reasonable. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice little car. It really is, and you can see, I think it was white, maybe it was off-white. It looks kind of eggshell cream on the outside. You can see our rust spots, our rust is showing, old rusties. If we take a look back here, you can just see we're not in perfect shape on this deck lid. A little bit of, I mean, this is a patina car right now, as far as I'm concerned. The deck lid's not in horrible condition. I have better deck lids that are not rusty, and I'm probably gonna use them, honestly. So we've got an engine in here that may or may not run. It does turn over. I don't even think this thing has a starter. I haven't looked. You can see we've got a green wire running for our ignition, so that's not factory. We've got points in this distributor, which we're not gonna run. We get a mechanical pump that probably works So this thing, like I said, would probably run like it is. It's got a generator with a regulator in there. I'm gonna swap that out for an alternator that's internally regulated and run that way. If we take a look at our oil on the dipstick, you can see it is perfect, man. It is perfect. So, yeah, I mean, this thing is ready. It's gonna run. I think it's gonna run. Nice Bosch blue coil on there, original German stuff. It's got this nasty, stupid Monza exhaust, and I've got a children's chalk on my garage floor. It's got this horrible Monza exhaust. That's gotta go. If you guys are unaware, that thing kills power. Even on a stock application like this, it hurts horsepower, so I don't want to run that. These plug wires don't look too terrible. So maybe those get saved for spares. Looks like cylinder number 1's on this side. No weird funkiness going on with the plug wires. That looks like it jammed open when I pulled the throttle cable in there. So I don't know if that throttle cable is gonna be good or if it's gonna need some additional spring, need some lubrication, some love, something. Carb looks reasonable. Looks like a Chinese clone, but it's not. It's actually a Solex. So that's worth something. This is good, man. This is really good. It's a 3031, so it's not a 34. This will get, somebody will buy that, I'm sure. I'm not gonna use it. We've got the small tail lights, 67 period accurate tail lights. Everything about this car looks really original and solid. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I think the first thing, even though I wanna work on swapping out the ignition system and swapping out our carburetor, because I'm not going to run this carburetor. I do not like stock carbs. I'm just not a fan. And this isn't a stock carb anyway, as this should be a 1600. So this carburetor would be a little smaller for this. A 34 picked 3 would give me better performance, and I'm not gonna run a 34 pick 3 anyway. We're gonna put probably a 38 on here that I have laying around. Maybe something different in the future. Our tag wiring is even there. This is gonna be a nice car. This is gonna be a very, very nice car. I don't like this orange tin at all. Definitely wanna swap that out for something different in the future. I don't know what color scheme I wanna go with this thing yet. That's gonna take some thinking. Realistically, I should leave it like it is. You can see a little chute up here where those T-bars or bumpers are gonna go. I think I'm gonna use T-bars or nothing. I don't even like the look of the bumpers on these cars that much. They look all right. Overriders would be the period correct bumpers for this car. However, I'm probably just gonna use T-bars for now. Might just run no bumpers at some point. So I have a set of blue fenders that I could put on here for the rear to match the front, because the front fenders I am going to put my 66 and up fenders on that use the Porsche style headlights. I prefer that look for a Bug. I do not. I really hate this. I have even the crappy Impy two-tip, I think would at least look better. Probably would sound fine. This engine will likely, if it starts and runs, will probably go and be sold and upgraded at some point, but we'll get there down the line in the future. First, I really would like to figure out wiring this thing up. Like I said, I don't even have an ignition switch here, so I've got to get an ignition switch and a key. I probably have one out at the shop. I'm gonna have to go out there to get it. So right now, even if I have this thing wired up, or leave it wired up like it is, I can't start the car. Normally, I'd have to do some janky crap, and I don't really want to risk this thing catching on fire on me. So we're gonna start, I think, with probably rewiring, doing some stuff back here, and then after we get it running and driving and stopping, we'll work on all the cosmetic stuff. Because right now, I mean, it is a complete car. It looks all right, and we can go from there. So I think brakes are the first thing that we need to do before it's driving, obviously, and getting it running, rewired, get a key switch. Those are all, I'm gonna put them in order. You'll know what order because I'm gonna put it on screen. I've got, like I said, an alternator to put here. Gonna have to swap out the stand to an alt stand. Because I don't even want to worry with running this generator. I don't know how the regulators work, wiring works, all that good stuff, and I would just rather run an alternator and be done with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff out of the inside, and then I'll be able to show you guys what the inside looks like, show you what rust repair we've got to do on this thing, and go from there. All right, so I went out to my shed, grabbed a couple of things. We've got a new alternator here that we're gonna use. I say new alternator. I don't have a new one because I let somebody else get it, but this is a Brazilian Bosch alternator. These things are great. I've got one on the Baja. Fantastic. Honestly, kind of the best alternator that you can get in my opinion, but yeah. We've got our 3838 that we're gonna put on here. Choke deleted because I don't like to deal with a choke. We've got end castings to use for that. I picked up a relay from out there just in case we need it. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna use the relay at all, but I did wanna have it just because I've been looking for that for a little while. I grabbed a couple of window cranks so we can roll the windows down. I've already gotten the driver's side down. We need to get the passenger side down. And we've got our spare Impey electronic ignition. This thing's brand new. I'm not really a big fan of it, but it'll be better than the points. I've got a MagnaSpark that we could put in here, but honestly, I don't want to open up a $250 MagnaSpark kit to put on this thing right now, because that's a lot. I mean, it is. So if somebody wants to buy that, I'd rather them purchase that for me than it be just sitting here on this thing. So we're gonna work on getting our windows rolled down just so we can work a little bit easier. I have WD-40'd this thing pretty good, so we're gonna find out. Look at that. Well, that's going down. Oof. Well, that is an oof. That is a big oof, but that's okay. We will get a new window. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's gone, Chief. Yeah. I'd say that's pretty shot. So we'll get a new window crank. That's not a problem. So now the windows are down. If we take the car down the road, we'll be able to breathe and have some airflow. Let's get this beautiful junk out of here. This can go straight to the garbage over here. As you can see, I was working on some spicy stuff. We'll get back to that in a couple of days. Let's get this light and get it in the car. This one's not even in terrible shape. This could actually probably be cleaned up. Look at that. That's not even bad. Check that out. These are not even in bad shape. This can probably clean up nicely. Vintage. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's take a look inside here. That is what we have to work on, boys and girls, is the holes in the back. This luggage tray is trashed. That is our worst part of the entire car, is this luggage tray. So I want to patch it and fix it because I don't want fumes coming up through the back seat. But otherwise, I mean, it's really not in bad shape. We got that, and we got that. And that's what's got to be fixed. So I'm going to work on getting all this stuff out, getting it moved. Probably going to swap to a better camera because I don't think that this has recorded everything that I've needed it to. But I mean, this thing has a lot of potential. A lot of potential, especially up here in the front. I mean, my goodness, this thing doesn't look bad. It's gonna need a windshield. You can see it's cracked. It's gonna need the glass removed and cleaned and put back in with new rubbers. That's every bug though. It's gonna need these guys done. It's gonna need that, but this is a project, man. I mean, it really is. It's just a project. And it's gonna be something that we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and get the shop vac out. Let's get all of this crap vacuumed up. Let's get that out of here. And it'll be 10 times better already. You can see that we're having a lot of trouble here with the holes. This is rusty and there's a couple of holes in here. But even if I have to patch this, that's not that bad. And I can weld, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not something I want to have to do, but it's something I can do. You can see we don't have a ground cable, so I don't know when the last time this thing was actually started and driven. We're gonna have to get a ground cable. And you can see our trans is right there. If we look under the car, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because the lighting is terrible. You're not going to be able to see it. But the trans has 2 drain plugs, and that on the engine is not right, having the sump drain like that. So that's going to need to be fixed. That said, I kind of want to open. I want to know if this thing has a cam or something in it. Honestly, who knows? This thing could have anything going on. I don't know. It's an AE cased engine, but everything looks stock. So why would it have a cam? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I've seen worse that doesn't make sense. So, kind of got the inside cleaned out. I think we're gonna do wiring before we do anything. I think we're just gonna start with wiring and go from there. Let me go walk over here and we'll look at, like I said, we've got a new wiring harness. It is a J-Bugs harness. I'm not thrilled about that, but it is what it is. It's a harness. So we are gonna go through our wiring harness info here. I'm gonna read everything before we get started, and we'll go from there. But you can see there's diagrams, verbiage. There you go. Diagrams and verbiage, all that good stuff. Directions. So I'm gonna go sit down and read through this and make a plan for doing the wiring diagram. And we'll come back together and work on this bad boy a little later. This project, for sure. Got anything else in this box? Nope, just a lug nut. Cool. So, yeah, we're gonna do this as probably step 1. Got to do brakes. You can see we've got a brake line running through here, but I don't know if they're any good or not. I'm gonna have to go out to the shop to get the rear hardware that I already have. I have some front hardware too, so I might try with that first if I can't find some drop spindles to use. Got a fuel filter to throw back here. Some geese. You guys gotta see this. I am shocked, okay? I just opened up the glove box. It had this tied up to hold it in place, okay? I just opened it up, and I want you to look and see what I just found, okay? First off, we've got tail light. We've got our fuel tank cap for up front. A pedal cover that goes over there on the left side. Our VW logo that's going to go on the hood. Awesome. A pencil from Wisconsin. Photographers Specialized Services. Pencil from Wisconsin. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. Photographers Specialized Services. A receipt. This is for $32 from 1985. Oh my gosh, dudes. What? Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. It's 12/17/1985 at 12:14. This was for men's sports. Season's greetings from Riches. Look at that, man. $34.12. Paid with a 40 big baller. Wow. That's cool. I'm not even done yet, though, guys. I'm not done yet. I don't know what this is. That might be a plate for the heater channels, I think. This video just got real interesting. This got really interesting really fast. Look at this. And I just want you guys to know, I haven't looked in here at all. I opened it, realized what I saw, and this car is local here to my location. The tag on it is a local tag from '85, so that would mean that the last time this car was registered on the road was 1985, I think, based on what we're finding here. Roosevelt Warm Springs Institute for Rehabilitation. This is from Warm Springs, Georgia, where Teddy Roosevelt actually probably founded this, or it was founded in his honor. Director of Vocational Services. I'm having a lot of issues with the autofocus today, guys. I'm trying really hard to make sure everything stays in focus, so I apologize for the focus issues. Wow, this is incredible. This is truly incredible. We got a pin. What else we got in here? We got these candy wrappers. What is this? Stamps? What? Look at those. Wow. Come on, focus. Stay focused. There we go. Omnibus, 1880s. And that's actually, this could possibly be themed, this could possibly be themed after Teddy Roosevelt's carriage that he had. They have one just like that in his museum in Warm Springs. So that could very well be the case. I'm not sure. What else we got? I know we've got some more stamps. We've got another business card. This is from Jim Ellis, Porsche and Audi in Atlanta, Tucker, Georgia. This might have been where this car came from, where it originated. Wow. Wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna have to get a bag to put all this stuff in, because this is history. This is awesome. Some more stamps. Like I said, we had some more stamps. There's a very nice old chisel. I don't have a chisel, so now I have a chisel. That's cool. Gonna throw that away. Some kind of pin, a hook, another pencil from South Carolina. There we go. And then let me cut this down a little here so you guys can see still. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying my best to make sure you guys can see what I'm working on here. But we've got ourselves a cool looking pencil. This camera does not want to focus. I might have to swap from this thing. A South Carolina pencil. cool. That's cool. An alligator clip. Nom, 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 nom. We've got an old State Farm insurance card holder. Wow. I'm gonna look in here. I just want to make sure. Okay, I wanted to make sure there wasn't anybody's personal information in here. We've got, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Douglas B. Nelson Jr., State Farm agent from Manchester, Georgia. So this car seems to have gone to Warm Springs, Manchester. It stopped in Columbus. Wow, this is wild. This is wild. We got another card in here. Another one of those Director of Vocational Services. So maybe this is the previous owner of this car, Mr. Marvin. Maybe Mr. Marvin owned this car. Got a couple of those. Type H. I don't know what that is. That actually, this engine I think would have an H case from the factory. So that might be some info. Let's see. There we go. That might be some info in the original rebuild, for all I know. And then the best part, the best for last. You see what that is? We unfold it. This is wild. I was told that this did not come with the car that they purchased with a bill of sale. But I think you can see what this is already. Georgia Department of Human Resources Credit Union. Oh, wow. Void after 90 days. Pay to the order of Mr. Marvin here. So Mr. Marvin was the owner of this car back in 1984. This is dated. This is a check. And I cannot read it, but it does say Warm Springs, Georgia right there. Let me unfold it. I'm gonna put you down so I don't break it. Okay, so I thought that this was gonna be the title, and it's not. It's not the title. It is a check, it looks like, to the gentleman that owned this car, and all of the information is pretty much gone from it. So I was hoping that this was the title. It's not the title, so there's that, but you guys can see what it is. It's a check. That's still history. That's crazy that this was in here. And it looks like it's dated 2007, which doesn't really make any sense. It could be dated 87, I suppose. It looks like it's dated 06/01/07 right there. I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking that this might have been the title, but it's not. Oh well. It's not like the title does us any good, but I was looking forward to framing that on the wall had it been the title. So that covers us on the glove box. There's some miscellaneous nuts and bolts and all that good stuff. A razor blade, that needs to be thrown out immediately before somebody accidentally sticks their hand in there and cuts themselves on that. So yeah, that was interesting. We found some cool little knickknacks. I'm gonna put that on the front of the car, on the hood. And we'll get a bag to put the rest of this stuff in. But it definitely looks like the last time this car was registered and on the road was in 1985, which would mean that it's been sitting for 40 years? Is that right? 80, 90, 2000, 15, 25. 40 years that this car has been just chilling. Wow. We're gonna have to get a glove box latch, obviously. It's not a problem though. Turn on our emergency flashers there. Wow. I feel so privileged to have found this thing, man. Let's put this VW logo on the front of the car. Which I don't even... Look at that. They literally make it offset so that you have to put it on the right way. There we go. Sorry guys, this camera is very manual, so excuse me for having to constantly mess with stuff. Boom. Got a VW logo on there now. Now it's a Volkswagen instead of just a Bug. All right, so I think that's a pretty good stopping point for the car for today. We got the car home, we got it vacuumed out, we looked through the glove box and found some cool artifacts, and we know a little bit more about our car now. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed and you wanna come along for the rest of the build, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.